All right, well, we are going to put together a new stand I've gotten. There's a company called Swag Off-Road. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. However, Swag Off-Road makes parts and components and stands and brackets and holders and all sorts of cool stuff for what I interpret as the at-home hobbyist. A little more so than the guy just going out and tinkering in his garage. More of the guy who's going to be doing some metal fabrication, has a welder, at least a 110 machine, stuff like that. So this is the Porta Band stand. This thing opened up, and take a look at it. All right, so what do we got here? We have the top plate. Pretty well made, pretty thick steel, pretty happy with that. We have the interrupter or foot switch for the bandsaw. This was an extra component that I bought to allow the bandsaw to be actuated with the foot pedal. So basically interrupts the bandsaw wiring. And then it looks to me like what I would expect to be the hardware. So these are the legs from Swag. Alright, we got a business card for more Swag stuff. We got a Swag sticker. Nothing wrong with that. Installation instructions for multiple types of saws. If you look at the instructions here, this thing fits Milwaukee, DeWalt, Makita, Bosch, Harbor Freight, Grizzly tools, and a whole bunch of different models of all those different brands. So if you already have a bandsaw, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find one that works for you. So what do we've got here? We have the hardware and then the mounting plate. So this is the mounting plate that goes into the top base that a mounting plate attaches to the Porta Band. This replaces the guide on the Porta Band to allow you to use this handheld if necessary. Let's start off with the likes. What I do like is how well this is built. The top plate, which is this, is very, very thick. You can get an idea here of how thick that is. I wanted to show you guys how this thing is made because no videos I've seen show this very well. This is a formed piece in a, I'm assuming a CNC press, laser cut, maybe even sheared, I don't know. It's very clean, very well put together. There are these retainer plates here and here, and those are for the plate to mount into, that direction, yeah. That is very clean, that is very flush, perfect for 90% of what I would need to do with this. Since we're screwing with this plate, this is one of the things I don't like. You see all these holes? All these extra holes and these multiple cuts for the band to go through. This is to fit multiple models. I understand why they do this because it's cheaper to manufacture this way than it is to make a bunch of individual plates. However, because it's single plate, just this one piece, this is still the same. The legs are still the same. The hardware is still the same. They should, in my opinion, make an individual plate for individual bandsaws. Whether that's the most popular ones that they sell, which I suspect they could figure that out, Milwaukee, DeWalt, that type of thing. But having all these different holes on here after you get it mounted looks bad, in my opinion. I really don't like this. And then having this extra slot to fit all different kinds of bandsaws, this could be cut to fit the specific saw and it wouldn't cost them very much more. I realized that they'd have to inventory more and they couldn't just go grab one of these off the shelves and throw it out, and it would make life a little bit more difficult for them, and I understand that they're trying to keep costs down. I would be willing to pay more to not have all this extra stuff on the plate. That's just me. I must be wrong in that thought because they don't do what I'm recommending, and they do this, which looks like crap, but to each their own, I suppose. In any case, I don't like that at all. I think that is a very cheap way to go. I did notice that they have started including a Velcro strap. This is to hold the trigger on which we'll show you in a moment. I'm glad to see that in there versus what I did was go buy a little grippy thing that locks. This is what I was going to use. And I don't know that I won't use this, but they send it with this Velcro strap, so you don't need to get a clamp anymore like this, or a spring clamp. You can use this Velcro strap. It comes with the hardware, which are 3/16 Allen head screws, 1/2 inch self-locking nuts. All right, so there's the base put together. So this plate sits in here, and right here, this screw hole is for this red knob. This red knob comes in from the bottom. You can see down here. And it goes through the plate into the mounting plate. And once that's installed, it holds the plate down. But for now, we're going to unscrew it, take the plate out. It appears that Swag sends hardware, extra miscellaneous hardware, to fit multiple size bandsaws. So these would be for a specific type. And you can see we've got those type and this type and this type. So I'm sure that one type of these fit my specific saw, but my saw has a track in it with so that it allows the guide to move back and forth. So with that guide removed, we can grab plate, feed it through what I assume to be the right slot based on, this is where I am going to look at the instructions, and I'm not one to look at instructions, but there's so many holes, the reason I don't like this many holes, that it's hard to determine which ones go to what. So in the instructions, they have this nifty little chart with all of them labeled for which ones go to your specific saw. I'm going to try and reuse my fasteners. It looks to me like they'll fit and be flush. All right, we've got one started. So one goes there, and the other one goes here. All right, that is pretty secured using the existing fasteners that came with the bandsaw. So we have removed the guide plate off of the Porta Band, installed the foot guide plate that comes with the Swag Off-Road Porta Band table. We've installed the Porta Band table legs onto the table itself. Now it is time to put the Porta Band into the table. A minute ago I mentioned that this red nut was not flush. However, it appears that there is a washer that comes with it, which is loose, very easily lost. Don't like that. I suspect that for how often I take it off there won't matter too much, but I may use like CA glue or something like that to hold that washer on. We'll see. In any case, let's go ahead and throw this thing in the stand and see what it looks like. Okay. So it's back heavy, and I realized that from a different video. And we've got the red wing nut, thumb screw, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so with the washer, that is below flush, so that's good. So that's it. I mean, it's installed, it's not going anywhere. Before I plug this all in, I'm going to utilize their Velcro strip on the trigger. That works really well. I like that a lot. For how I intend on using it, I think that'll be very beneficial in the long run. This is the foot pedal. We'll see. We'll see what I think about this foot switch in particular. But in any case, we have my extension cord. So we will plug in the foot switch to the extension cord and then plug in the bandsaw to that. Okay. Know that that's all plugged in. This is the foot switch. I eventually plan on bolting this down to a workbench, but we're gonna grab a piece of metal and give it a test run. I have to say, that's pretty sweet. You'd have a tough time doing that with a handheld bandsaw. Overall, pretty happy with it. This model is not the powder coated version or painted version. I may paint this down the road. I don't know, I just didn't see the point in paying for the extra fit and finish. I did pay for the extra foot switch, which I definitely see as being a huge benefit. Overall, the product that I got is very, very handy. I do think that getting the miter gauge probably would have been the right way to go. I did not get a miter gauge. I have plans on making one. However, they have a miter gauge that works really well with this, and I think that I should have just purchased it when I bought the stand. We'll see as I progress through utilizing this tool a little bit more. It now comes with the Velcro strap to hold the trigger on, so that's super handy. It comes with a bunch of extra miscellaneous fasteners for different types of bandsaws. And the fit and finish is very nice. They do a very good job, and bends are very precise. The fitment of all the corners is very good. It looks nice. Downside, all these extra holes in the top plate. I really don't like that. Like I said, I'm considering plug welding these up and grinding them flush. We'll see if I go that route in the future. This extra slot for a different model of bandsaw, they could do a little better. They could potentially make two different plates to reduce the amount of holes. The overlap of the holes is really what gets me. It just doesn't look as nice as it could or should, in my opinion. The red thumb screw to make the plate removable so you can still use this portably is phenomenal. I did not realize that that was an option when I went to buy this thing. I just wanted the plate. I assumed it bolted right to it and it was permanently installed. That is not the case, and it is a fantastic addition to be able to have that plate removable and keep this thing portable if necessary. The loose washer on the red thumb screw, definitely don't like that. The washer has to be there in order to keep the screw down below flush. Feel like they could come up with some sort of better thumb screw situation where you don't have that loose washer. I probably will CA glue or super glue or some kind of resin epoxy that washer to that thumb screw because it never needs to come off. I don't know why they wouldn't just come up with a thumb screw that has it permanently installed, but I think that this will be a fantastic addition to the shop. Great tool for the average do-it-yourselfer doing basic metalwork. Don't get me wrong, this doesn't replace an upright bandsaw or a chop saw or anything like that. This does really well for small metalwork where you're trying not to have to grind or use a plasma cutter. This really reduces the mess generated by that, and you're able to be more precise with this, especially once I get the slide made to building perfect 90-degree cuts. The precision of this will be a great addition to the shop. Well, this is gonna wrap this one up. Very well built, very nice product, very nice fit and finish. I did order the extra foot switch. Definitely think that is a must-have. Overall, really happy with it. Hope you guys got something out of this. Check me out on Instagram and Facebook. Definitely appreciate that. There'll be links in the description. I will link the table down in the description also. I did buy this off Amazon. Definitely hit that subscribe button. It always helps me out in the long run. Check out some of these other links. I'll have my garage series of videos and my tractor videos. In any case, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you got something out of this.